Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, guys, so you'll be notified the next time I go live. All right, in this video, today we're going to take a look at some really cool cameras from our friends over at Obsbot. Now, I have been testing this Obsbot Tail Air for a couple of months now. I've also been working with the Obsbot Tiny 2 Lite and a few other Obsbot cameras, but just recently, Obsbot reached out to me, guys, and they sent me their newest flagship camera. Now, this camera, I will not necessarily consider it to be a webcam. Now, I don't honestly believe that this is a webcam either. This is an actual camera, but the only disadvantage that I find with this camera is that it utilizes mostly digital zoom, you know, beyond its normal optical range. The new camera, let's take a look at it, and that would be this guy right here. This is the new Obsbot Tail 2. Now, this is a true camera, and you'll understand that after we unbox this and I show you guys exactly what this camera is capable of. But this has a 5x optical zoom up to a 12x digital zoom. I try as a photographer to stay within the optical range, and I do recommend you guys do that as well. If it's available to you and you can move the camera a little bit closer or further back, definitely do that. So what we're going to do in this video, now there's going to be multiple parts to this video. But the first part of the video, what we're going to do is we're going to do an unboxing of this amazing little camera here, take a look at everything that comes in the box, and give you guys my first impressions and even compare it to the other cameras we already have. In future videos, what we're going to do is we're going to go through different type of setup scenarios, the tracking mode, connecting this to a smartphone, using this with my computer in my normal everyday live streams. You guys know I stream 5 days a week, so it's a good chance that this is going to make it into the workflow, as well as connecting it to another Obsbot device, which is the Obsbot Talent. If you guys don't know about the Talent, make sure you're following, because you definitely want to see how all of these Obsbot devices interact with each other, and it just makes a very seamless way of live streaming and, you know, recording content. But enough said. Let's get this guy over to the desk. Let's unbox it. Let's see exactly what we get. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, guys. So here we are on the desk. Here's the box. I've already removed the plastic. So we're going to just allow the gravity to open this guy up. Okay, so the first thing we're greeted with is your starter pack. This is where you're going to find your manual, all your documentation related to the camera. I recommend that you guys read that. In this nice little foamed area here, this is going to pop out. You also get your box of accessories. So let's go over those really quickly. I'm just going to put this back in here for now so I can kind of place these in here. All right, so in your accessory box. All right, so here we have all of the different accessories that come with it. This looks to be an adapter. So this is a USB-A to USB-C adapter. This looks and feels like it is a cable. So this is a standard USB-C to USB-C cable. So what we have here. Now this is the power cable. It's a little bit different. They use a little bit of marking on here so you guys can see it has the little red strip on here letting you know this is your power cable. And then you also receive this cable or these cables here. If you're going to be connecting this to a PTZ controller, you'll need to be able to plug this in. I'll show you guys how this works here in just a little bit. But those are the accessories that come with the camera. Let's check the box. I think that's everything that's in the box other than the camera. But we're going to go ahead and pull the camera out first. And yep, that's everything that's in the box. So here is the camera. Right out of the box. There's a little foam right here to protect the lens. If you look at the camera from the back, you'll see all of your different ports. We will go over all of these different ports. 1/4 underneath. This thing has some significant weight to it, guys. In comparison to the Tail Air, you guys can see there's a significant difference in the size of these two cameras. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy set up and start taking a look at what this camera can bring to our workflow. All right, guys, let's take a quick look at the different models of the cameras that have been available for a little bit of time now. This is the Obsbot Tiny 2 Lite. As you guys can see, very compact, very travel friendly. It has a nice little stand built right into it. Makes it easy to mount it onto a monitor or something like that. 1/4 underneath it. Now this was my first Obsbot camera right here. This is the original PTZ camera. Again, 1/4 underneath. It has all of the same tracking capabilities as some of the previous the models that came afterwards. This camera here is the Obsbot Tail Air. Now that's where these two cameras kind of come together, because this is a standalone camera. You can install an SD card, connect HDMI to this. You guys can see a little micro HDMI there, USB, and you can also plug in a 3.5 audio input here. This could be for a wireless microphone or a wired microphone. Now this camera does have built-in microphones, so that's a really nice feature, as do the previous three. Now where this one differs, it does not have built-in microphones. You will have to add your own audio device. That could be a wireless microphone, that could be a wired microphone, whatever the case is going to be. I want you guys to see the difference in the size of the camera. Let's go ahead and remove this little bit here, and let's bring these two closer together so you guys can kind of see the difference in the size of these cameras, which is amazing how far they have come. Obsbot is constantly innovating, coming up with better designs for a lot of their products. This thing has some significant weight to it. You have a tally light right here that you can enable through the app, letting you know when this is in recorder mode. Again, this is a PTZR camera. Now the R means that it can actually rotate. So that means the lens can rotate either to your standard 16:9 or 9:16, depending on what you're capturing or streaming to. So say for instance, if you wanted to stream to Instagram or TikTok, you could put this in a 9:16. It's still going to be 4K, and it's going to rotate within the body of the head here, and it's not actually physically rotating the camera. So if we go around here to the back, you guys can see we have a number of different inputs right here. We have our line in, mic in, we have a full-size HDMI, we have our RS-232s. Those are the cables that I showed you guys earlier that you would use to plug this into, for instance, a controller, for a PTZ controller. You have your SDI connection right here. So if you're on a network, that's going to be great. You have your standard Ethernet. This is powered, so you can actually power this camera over Ethernet. You also have a power input, and you have a power input right here, and you have this input right here, which is USB-C. If you want to connect this directly to a device, or for instance, your computer, Mac or PC, you can also install an SD card right here. That's going to allow you to record internally. This has about a 4 to 5 hour battery life on it, depending on what it is that you're recording. Very, very compact, travel friendly. I love the fact that you could easily take some tech out like this, guys, throw it into a backpack, travel with them, combine these with a couple of simple lights and microphones, and you have a mobile studio. Or maybe you're just setting up a studio in your man cave, your she shed, your game room, or whatever it is. These cameras are going to bring a lot of creativity, a lot of functionality to your productions. So in a nutshell, guys, based on my experience using these cameras over time, I can honestly say that the previous Obsbot cameras have been outstanding. I expect no less from this camera, and we will be testing that as we go forward in future videos. So make sure you guys are following, because I will be creating a lot of videos on this specific camera. We've already talked about what types of videos those will be, connecting this to a smartphone, connecting it to a tablet, a Mac or PC, also utilizing this with the smartphone app, and using this with the Obsbot Talent. So if you're interested in any of those things, you know what to do. All right, guys, I just want to finish up this video really quickly here. I just wanted to do a first impressions unboxing for you guys, so you guys can get a look at what this camera has to offer. So again, if you're setting up a game room, you're doing some DIY stuff, live streaming this guy is going to be a win. All right, guys, it's been Rome with Rome Knows Tech. I will catch you all in the next video, and that probably will be out later today, or if not tomorrow, another video on this camera. And like I said, we'll be progressing through all of those other things that I mentioned. So make sure you're following, and I will see you guys in the next video. Leave your comments down below and questions, and I will do my best to answer them to the full ability of myself doing research on this camera. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. Love y'all.